Now the guy is leaning or lying in the middle of the road. The guy we just evicted, he's having a complete fit in the middle of the road, and he's got his dog, and he's basically causing a big scene.
Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. Today we have an eviction, a house eviction, a lovely one too. Okay, so before you can do an eviction in New South Wales, it actually has to go to court. The owner has to submit paperwork and send it to court. Then we get a court order. The sheriff turns up. Everybody turns up, the whole circus. This is what it looks like when the sheriff turns up. Due to what's going on with the COVID and all, now they used to travel in twos, but now they just they're traveling in fours. And they've got the vest, they've got the baton, the capsicum spray, all that sort of good stuff, but they don't actually carry guns in New South Wales. But they do have other ways to defend themselves. They travel in twos, and generally they're a step down from police officers, so they don't really get, they don't really have to shoot anyone or do anything like that. What they do is they issue warrants and things. So this is their new car. Before that, they used to turn up in just a white unmarked car like this, but now they've put this new writing on the side, which is really cool, and that's what they look like. Anyway, so we've got the whole circus there. First person to turn up, which I've never seen on an eviction, is a rubbish man. He turns up and starts clearing all the rubbish off the front yard. Big rubbish truck, which was pretty cool. Then we had two sheriffs, and then another two sheriffs turned up, and then a locksmith, myself, and then the owner. And the owner brought a couple of friends as well, which is a good idea, especially she was an older lady, and we don't know about this tenant, and judging by the state of the house, it was clear that things were a bit of a mess. So, and also another note to self, first one is, if you have a tenant or somebody in your property and you're kicking out and you're not sure if they're going to be violent or mental health issues, just hire a couple of security guard, because the sheriffs can only hang around for a certain amount of time, and if it goes on for a little bit longer to secure the property, it's always good to have a security guard around if the owner feels threatened or the person doesn't leave the area straight away. So just a note to self. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's have a look at the house. So this was the front yard after the rubbish truck had picked up as much as it could.
Screen door completely gone. Old locks.
So just looking at the front door here, we actually had to put a board over the front because holes had been punched straight through. It did have an old Wigco, like 001 type rim latch.
So that's secure. That's double locking. That's all secure. Kitchen. And food. Windows secure. Door secure. Back door secure. Laundry secure. Little room, bars on the window. Everything's been bolted from inside. Safe. The sheriffs have just come and done their thing. Now the guy is leaning or lying in the middle of the road. The guy we just evicted, he's having a complete fit in the middle of the road, and he's got his dog, and he's basically causing a big scene. So basically that was the eviction that we just did. I couldn't take you in there when the sheriffs were there, but basically he's an older guy, and the house, I've got pictures of the house for you. Anyway, while we're trying to secure the house, he's running around the neighbourhood screaming at the owner. The sheriff's taken off, and pretty much. We were almost about to have to call the police again because I was worried he's going to come over and do something. Then he's basically decided to lie down in the middle of the road. I mean, he was fine 5 minutes ago, and he's lying down in the middle of the road and playing dead. He also had his dog with him as well, and all of the local people are just getting so upset with, you know, him just sitting in the middle of the road. I saw there they had a nurse or somebody just taking his pulse there, just monitoring him. So they'll take him away and take him down to the hospital and see what's going on. I mean, it's pretty clear what's going on. He's just big song and a dance and a show and all the rest, trying to make it out worse than what it is. So that was a fun little eviction. It's the first one for Corona time. But now I was speaking to the sheriff, and it looks like everything's business as normal. So unfortunately, we're going to see more and more of this. That guy hadn't paid rent in 12 months. Well, actually, he never paid rent, not a cent of rent. Basically moved in, and you know, the owner's been left with the bill and the damage. I just heard her face. I just heard her as she opened up and had a look in there for the first time, and her words were, "You bastard." You know, I've never seen an 80-year-old lady say that before. As she basically, "You bastard," as she looked in there, and everything smashed. You'll see it. All right, leave your comments down below, and thanks for watching.